Alright, what's going on guys? It's Sith, bringing you back a new video, and this video we're going to do work on training your and improving your aim. I run this exact warm-up with my team. We gotta do one-on-one sessions, and this is the exact same warm-up that we use every single day pretty much. I do this multiple times a day to improve my aim and keep it, fluent and on form and on point. So the first thing I do is I hop into a aimbot server like this. It's pretty basic. If you don't know where it's at, you can find it in the workshops. Um, so what I do is I'll put up these walls. It's gonna be on your little dashboard right here. Just click these walls. Line up right here. So what you want to do is you want to strafe back and forth. You, basically, the whole point of this is keep your crosshair still and work on your movement. Making sure the bullet lands in the middle every single time. Over and over, you're gonna do this. And what you're doing here, it might be a little shaky at first. Your shots might be like, I can't even shoot out of place because I've been doing this for so long. Yeah, they might be like down here, up here, around here. But you're just gonna keep doing it over and over until you feel comfortable. You can hit it in the middle over and over again. I do this every single time. I basically do this for around, 5 to 10 minutes to basically get my aim, my movement kind of good with my aim. Just make sure like I'm stopping when I'm shooting. It's the best thing to do with that. So that's like the first thing I do when I start to warm up for and work on my aim. I do it all in kind of like one session base. This is like the first part of the session. And the second thing I'll do is I'll use this middle point as a dot and I'll focus my crosshair on it. What you want to do is you want to strafe around. You want to practice keeping it in the middle as much as you can. Strafe all the way around. You want to do this for about another 5 minutes. If you can't keep your crosshair on the dot while you're moving all the way around, then I will link a video down below in the description that helps you find your perfect sensitivity. It's a video that Jason R made, and it's very helpful, especially even like if you can't find a good sensitivity and you can't keep your crosshair like on the guy's head while you're moving. It's really good to have a good sensitivity in order to be doing this kind of session. If it's messed up, you're not gonna be hitting your shots. Oh, fuck. That's why. There you go. There you go. Alright. So the next thing I work on after I do that for about another 5 minutes, I'll work on shoulder strafing. So what I'll do is I'll take the initial peek like that. One shot. You're just gonna practice with all the bots. Take the first peek for info. It's a little bit hard to do this since my lagging a little bit. See, I'm a little bit out of practice. I've done this in like a day. Basically, you want to do this. Just keep strafing these walls for another 5 minutes. This whole session should take you around 45-ish to an hour. And by the time you're finished, you already should start to feel your aim improving. This is going to help you a lot with your movement and a lot with your shoulder tapping. So after you've gotten through those three things that we talked about, the first thing, lining up, tapping, strafing. Second thing, keeping your crosshair on this dot at all times while you're strafing. making sure it's on there. If not, you need to change your sensitivity, and I'll link it in the video description below. Um, Third thing you need to do, like I said, shoulder taps. You can start off a little bit slow and then just get faster into it the more you need to go. Now, the next thing that I get into, I'll put those balls down and I'll shoot these targets up above till 3 of them are red and 1 of them are green. And I'll practice my tapping. Make sure your taps are on point. You're hitting your shots with your AK. I do this for about 100 kills down here. And it should show as well. Yeah, just 100 kills right there after you tap. Then I move on. After that, after I do 1 tapping with the AK, I go into spraying. And I do 100 kills spraying with the AK. Make sure my spray is on point. And I'm not missing. This will also help you get your spray control down. You need to work on it. This is the perfect place to work on it. So after I do that for 100 kills as well, and then I move to my your preferred CT rifle, which for me is the AS. It could be the AS or the A1, or the A1 or the A4. Sorry. And what I do the same thing. Work on tapping. Do that for 100 kills as well. And after that, go to spraying. Getting these sprays down is actually the biggest thing that you can probably do for yourself as well. Once you have these sprays down, you're going to feel confident with your aim to win those gunfights that you need to win. Also, PS, another thing I like to do is when I do this, I'll work on my quick tapping. So what you'll do is you'll practice hitting, pretty much going from here to the other head as quick as possible. This is gonna be a little bit hard at first. Once you get the hang of it, your flicks are gonna feel absolutely clean and incredible. I recommend like starting out going slow, and then jolt faster and faster the more comfortable you get with it. Okay, after that I go to I do 100 tapping with the M4, and I do 100 spraying. After that, I move on to the secondary preference, which for me is my FAMAS. This is the gun that I feel most comfortable with that's like lower tier. And I'll practice with this gun as well. With the FAMAS, I just go in little bursts, because it's better to do bursts than it is tapping, just because it does less damage. After I do 100 kills with that, I go to 100 spraying. And then I move on to one sub of your choice that you use the most. For me, it's the UMP. I'll practice 100 kills with my UMP. tapping, and I'll go to 100 spraying. Last but not least, I move on to like the most preferred pistol that you use on eco rounds. For me, it's the Deagle. You want to practice the headshots with these. After you do 100 kills with each weapon, that's usually when I about end this session, and I move on to frag tracks. After you move on from there, you want to go to a community server, type in frag, and then refresh, and basically just find one that fits your needs. You can either do pistol, you can do headshot, you can do just regular rifle, which right now I'm hopping on a rifle one. And for this, I did pretty much the same thing that I do in my class. I started off with an AK, and then PT50, and I just practice tapping until it feels comfortable for you. You want to do it for 100 kills. It might be a little like upsetting at first because like you're gonna die a lot, you know. But you're getting used to your tapping. You're getting it on form. So when you do hit your shots, it's gonna feel really crisp, really clean. It's gonna feel perfect. Remember, focus. Even if the enemy team is spraying at you, focus on tapping here. That's your goal. That's why I think headshot for this is usually what I prefer starting off into. And move on to something else. So you want to do that for 100 frags? And then you want to move on. You want to move on to spraying. At this point, once you get 100 frags tapping with the AK, you want to practice your spraying. You want to practice keeping it consistent. You want to practice using it in every single gunfight, even in ones that you tap. So then 100 kills spraying with the AK. And it's gonna feel really comfortable for you after like a lot of sessions of doing this. Your aim will just feel more smooth, and you'll get to the point where all you have to do is just keep it consistent and do it every single day, and you'll have your aim locked down. It was rough. So basically, they're just literally, the kids are literally just showing me why the GM gods. Oh my god! All right. Apparently, I need to just work out my spray. So after you get down 100 kills spraying with the AK, what I do is I move on. Type guns in chat. Move on to your secondary preferred weapon. And practice tapping. I hate this. That's a bad example of tapping. So you want to do this for 100 kills as well. Once you move on from tapping with DK, it's the same concept. You're just going to go to spraying. It's the same thing that you're doing in aimbots, except you're using them in actual live action with you'll actually play against instead of bots. Getting your aim comfortable with moving targets, targets that will move accordingly. This is the best way to improve your aim. But you want to have a goal like set for like each time you do this. If not, if you're just doing it, then you're not going to be improving at all. So I like to challenge myself to do straight only one taps and commit to full spray downs. After I do that, the M4, the last part of my session is I'll go to the last gun that I use, which is the Desert Eagle. And I practice with this. Practice 1Ds. Making sure like my crosshair placement is good and I'm hitting my shots when I'm standing still. This is like the most frequent gun that I use in ecos. So it's the gun that you want to have practice with. You want to improve on to get better with. So after 100 kills with all those guns, you go to 100 kills with the Eagle, and then your session's pretty much over. This should take you around like around 2 hours altogether, which I kind of like. I tell my teammates that they must have like a minimum of 3 hours DMs in order to like consistently keep their aim the way it needs to be a day, 100%. If you want to go pro, it's not like a, you know, an option. Like this is a kind of a requirement that you guys have to do if you want to keep your aim on point and be successful with winning your gunfights. Because this will transfer over in matches. Okay, I can't hit a shot. This will transfer over in matches to help you as well to improve everything that you need to do to keep your aim on point and consistently and constantly improving. This is pretty much it for the session. I just wanted to show you guys my warm-up slash, you know, training that I do every single day for around 2 to 3 hours to improve my aim, to make me a better CS player. And so far, like, I've done it for the past month now, and it's been making my aim just a little bit better and better, more precise and more precise. And in the end, that's what you want to do in order to improve every single day in this game. That's gonna be it for this video. If you guys can leave a thumbs up for me, that'd be great. If you guys have any questions at all, just let me know down in the chat. And yeah, this will be it. See you guys next video.